Wow, morning. I'm usually not very energetic in the morning because I'm a night owl, but today we're going to track what I eat in a day, all the calories, all the macros, but also how I get enough protein on a vegan diet, plant-based vegan diet. So let's get started. We're starting with some coffee because coffee is the lifeblood. It's the good stuff. All right, so I don't put anything in my coffee, so not much nutritional content here. Alright, 10 a.m. breakfast, late starts, had to pick, do some errands, but we're gonna have some oatmeal. I'm gonna cook this. I got a half cup, gotta carefully measure things out so we could compare these nutrition facts here. Gonna do some blueberries, dash of salt on there, check the sodium. Peanut butter, always key, I'm gonna have to look up that measurement. And some toppings, cran raisins, sprinkle of ginger and cinnamon. That's gonna be negligible, but we'll get that cooked. Nice and hot, nice and cooked. It's quite a bit of oatmeal actually. But we noticed the oatmeal, just plain already, we're at 170 calories, half cup. Look how much protein there is already, 6 grams. 30 grams carbohydrate, 3 grams of fat. But now we're gonna add some peanut butter, get some mega protein there. Been looking peanut butter up. Nutrition facts, if we do 4 teaspoons, which didn't look like a lot to me, that's about 60 grams, and it's gonna be about 16 grams of protein, considerable amount of fat as well. 32 grams of fat, 14 grams of carbohydrate. Now, I'm not sure if that was like Skippy peanut butter, because this is all natural peanut butter. No added oils, it's just plain peanuts straight up. But I do like to put a lot on, and that's a good protein source for me. All right, now toppings, we'll add a full serving, a quarter cup of cranberries, dried cranberries. They might have some sugar added, so we'll keep that in check there. No protein really. Probably some amino acids though. Then I'm gonna add a little over a quarter cup of fresh organic blueberries. This is a real splurge. I probably spend the most money on this. I view this as the biggest superfood I eat, so blueberries, love them. It's my favorite fruit, chock full of antioxidants. Pretty negligible on the protein, but maybe some amino acids as well there. And finally, since I like something sweet with my coffee, we're gonna douse this with a little maple syrup. We only have a little left though, so I think it's only about a half serving, 1 teaspoon. So just half that calories, and it's gonna up the carb, sugar intake for sure, but love my maple syrup. All right, we got about a half serving of walnuts, so it's only about 1/8 of a cup. I roasted them up actually, a good source of omega-3 fatty acids, and adding up to the protein and yeah, calorie count there. Oats, oats, oats. All right, things are looking good. We're ready to eat. Breakfast time. Okay, there's the calorie count there with the macros. Bon appetit, check the protein there. This is what I'm gonna eat for breakfast, then we're gonna do some work, then we're gonna do a run. Oofda. Just got back from an 8-mile run, a little over an hour, so it's like 13K. Getting cold out, getting really cold. It's supposed to be like below 0 degrees Fahrenheit tonight, which is like, I mean, it's like -10 Fahrenheit. It's like -25 C maybe. Pretty cold even for out here, but we're gonna get some lunch in now that it's like 2 p.m. So yeah, late lunch. All right, so for lunch, I'm gonna have a bagel sandwich. We're gonna air fry some of this tofu, and so we got the nutrition facts. I'm gonna cut it up into thin slices there, though. You could see quite a bit of protein there in this square, so 11 grams, and also the carbs and fat. Obviously some carbing up with the bread here. Bagel, good old Rudy's. We got, 220 calories, 2 grams of fat. Look at that, 8 grams of protein in this bagel right here. We're gonna go ahead and top it though, after we cook it, with half an avocado, as well as some of this great cheese, vegan cheese spread, Miyoku's Creamery, of course. I gotta see what the serving size is on that. So we'll do a serving size, 1 ounce. It's gonna be hard to measure maybe. You can see 2 grams of protein, 4 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fat. We're gonna also do some of this sauce, bitchin' sauce. Love this stuff, a little chipotle flavor. It's got almonds in it, so it's gonna have some protein as well. So we'll do a serving size of that, 2 teaspoons, 90 calories, 9 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of protein. We'll top it with a little lettuce. That's gonna be negligible, just a couple slices, but good antioxidants and vitamins in the produce there. Air fryer. All right, so while we're waiting for the tofu to cook, I'm gonna have a glass of orange juice. I love juice, but it's a good source of vitamin C, ascorbic acid, because I'm actually gonna take some supplements. I do take an iron pill a couple times a week, don't take it very often, magnesium and vitamin D, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack here, because a lot of people say, hey, Sage, if your plant-based vegan diet is so wholesome, how come you have to take supplements? And my answer to that is, you know, I'm running 100 miles a week, almost this week. It's pretty demanding on the body. I'm at altitude. A lot of athletes, regardless of their type of diet, have to supplement with some sort of vitamins, whether it's vitamin D, which I think a lot of Americans are deficient in, or even iron. Even if you're getting the sources from meat or something like that, people get low in iron. I've seen it all the time. And I sweat out a lot of potassium as well, magnesium. Those could be, you know, I eat a lot of nuts and legumes, so helps with that. But I also, you know, added salt as well as nutritional yeast to my sandwich here. So that's just kind of my take on that. And a plugged athlete blood test, you know, Sandy and I do get our blood drawn, as a lot of pro athletes do, just to check our levels, because you want to consult your doctor before trying anything new, and you don't want to be just taking iron. Too much eating too much heme iron, even like in red meat, could be really bad for you. So balancing your iron levels is essential, and you kind of need a blood test for that. And so it's a very, you don't want to overdose on any of these things. It'd be toxic for you, just a FYI. Look at that, nice and crispy. All right, for my own reference, I only went with half of avocado, so only a quarter of this large avocado. It was quite large, that's a lot of avocado. But got the cheese spread on, gonna put on the bitchin' sauce and the tofu slabs. 1 big teaspoon, about 2 teaspoons. Let's stack that sandwich with another tofu slab. All right, there's the finished product. I ripped the top of the bagel, but there's the tofu sandwich. Bon appetit. All right, post-lunch snack time. I'm gonna have some of this protein shake. Stealing Sandy's protein shrink mix here. This is actually from the Game Changers. Really good though, 2 scoops. We're gonna get in a good 30 grams of protein there, 8 grams carbohydrate, 2 grams of fat, 160 calories. I'm gonna mix it with this oat milk, so about a cup of oat milk there. We'll take that into account. 2 more grams of protein. We'll blend it up. Should I blend it up with a banana? What do you think?
Yeah, you can use a little more fruit in your life.
I could use more fruit in my life. I've had a lot of fruit today, babe. I had some blueberries this morning. And I had an avocado. That's a fruit.
Yeah, I've been doing
as a
that.
veg. All right, we'll have half a frozen banana or something. All right, so I went with half a banana, frozen banana. Highly recommend. Cup of oat milk. We're gonna blend that up. This stuff's really good. It's a pea protein blend. I think they use, is it upscale barley extract? It's a whole blend, but good stuff. Tastes good. It's a barley rice protein and chocolatey flavor, chocolatey goodness. All right, down the hatch. All right, dinner time. What is it, almost 8 o'clock, babe? My favorite time to eat. Sandy thinks it's too late, but...
A little late.
Well, when you eat lunch at 3 p.m., I wasn't super hungry, honestly.
Some people eat lunch a little bit earlier than 3 p.m.
I'm a night owl. I'm on a night schedule. Anyway, Sandy made a special treat tonight. We're having kind of a Mexican style, you could tell us, walnut.
So it's the first time for me ever making walnut meat. It's a recipe from my friend Becky Hill, who's a health coach.
So it has taco seasoning in walnuts that you'd soaked in water and ground up. And then what else is in there? We got some veggies.
Got some veggies. Gotta have avocado or guac.
Got some corn. Got the veggies going in the air fryer there. I think we got squash, mushrooms. Are those potatoes? Bell peppers?
Yeah, there's all potatoes.
Okay, so this is going to be harder to figure out from my nutrition content. I'll have to ask her how many cups of walnut she used, because that's going to be our main protein source. But like I said, there's amino acids in all veggies and fruits actually too. So those are the building blocks of protein. All right, little indulgence. Of course, I'm going to kick back with a nice ice cold beer. Local First Cast IPA from Elevation Brewing. My favorite local in Salida here, Poncha Springs area. So this is their standard IPA. I honestly don't think I could tell the difference between an Avery IPA if I had a blind taste test. But then, of course, I'm also going to have 2 of these Stacy tortillas. So we'll add up the nutrition facts on that. Do you have any protein in these tortillas? Oh, 4 grams of protein. Look at that. Nice whole wheat, white flour tortillas. Definitely having 2 of those. Sandy's giving me the nutrition facts on the walnuts.
Okay, so 1/4 cup of walnuts, it has 5 grams of protein. I use 2 cups, so that is 40 grams total.
If I eat the whole thing, or between the 2 of us?
Yeah, between the 2 of us.
Okay, let's look at the fat. We got the calorie count. We got carbohydrate count there. And you also made some, are they black beans? Canned black beans?
Black
so
beans.
I'll have to eat half the can.
Yeah.
That'll be a lot of protein. Looks like I'm eating half the can of beans. Oh, there's 3.5 servings per container. So I have to multiply by 1.75. Is that right? Yeah. So we got 7 grams of protein, 110 calories off of half a gram of fat, and 20 grams of carbohydrate. We'll have to add up a nutritional profile. Those are not potatoes, they were squash. Some corn, definitely some protein in there, but got my 2 tortillas ready. Got the fillings, the toppings. Wonderful meal Sandy made. We're gonna have some, oh, you have rice. I'm not gonna have rice because I got my tortillas, but complementary amino acids, rice and beans, always good. And we got the toppings, salsa too. All right, I'm gonna have 2 teaspoons of salsa. Negligible. All right, there's the finished product. I probably won't have a 3rd tortilla, but I will have more of that walnut meat and a couple more veggies and beans as toppings. Bon appetit. Oh, pretty full after that meal. So, all right, so that's a wrap of what I eaten in a day as a vegan athlete, plant-based. Do the macros there. There's the calorie count. We got protein, grams of protein. I'll probably do a follow-up video on this about how much protein you might need as an athlete. But you also got the carbs and fat there. So those are the numbers, rough totals, I know. But comment below with any of your thoughts on this dietary advice. Again, not a registered dietitian or anything, but have been vegetarian my whole life, except I did try meat for about a month in Michigan a long time ago. But have really thrived on the diet and then been vegan, plant-based, more so the last 6 to 7 years. Also thrived on that, I feel. So that's a good way to do it. Get the protein in, get it on the nutrients, tons of antioxidants, healthy fiber, stuff like that. Stay hydrated, carb up. So thanks for watching. Thanks to the Patreon supporters for making this channel possible, as well as title sponsor Hoka, keeping the dream alive. Check out Sandy's channel, Running Wild. She's got great content on there. And check out our training plans at higherrunning.com. It's a business plug, but thanks for subscribing, liking these types of videos. Comment below with content you'd like to hear about. More training talks coming your way, as well as vlog updates. Hope you're doing well, and stay tuned for more VO2 Max Productions.